Good morning.
And finally, new rule, nothing with crypto in the title ever turns out good.
Don't write me about Bitcoin, please. I don't give a so don't ask me.
Bitcoin happens to use a lot of energy. It happens to promote anonymous transactions.
Bitcoin is not a currency.
Not bullish on Bitcoin.
You, John McAfee, believe in the power of Bitcoin. So much so that you'll put your on the table, chop it up, put it in your mouth, swallow.
If it doesn't reach at least $1 million.
99.999% of the people that own Bitcoin are f***ing morons. That's just it.
What's it feel like to be a Bitcoin?
I don't have any Bitcoin.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Everybody. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. Matt looks giddy this morning. That's good. It's good to see a little life in Matt.
It's because I'm freezing in my office, but yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
You're in a constant ice bath. Constant. You're doing Wim Hof breathing over there, I'm assuming. Wim Hof breathing. That's good. Well, I think we should start this morning off by letting everybody know about some new things going on in the GM space over at gmdefi.xyz. Yes, that domain that domain name exists.
Yes,
but
that domain exists.
You can now join the morning club, and I should have done a better example of this, but first you'll have to connect your wallet.
Join the morning club.
And then you'll be able to join the morning club. You can pay with Matic, ETH, or AVAX, and it's $50 a month. It's a subscription, but it gives you access to an increasing number of things. We're going to be loading this membership up with all kinds of goodies, but to start with, it will give you access to our kimono indicator, which we show you guys. We use every morning in our weather reports, and you can get this indicator and use it. It's not free to access, but it's free for members. So if you pay for the membership, then you can get access to the indicator, and you can start using the kimono indicator. It's an awesome indicator. It shows you, I should explain what it is. It's an all-in-one trading indicator. It shows you the 4 key parts of the market: trend, momentum, volatility, and volume. There are a bunch of built-in indicators essentially in this one indicator. So if you're on like a free plan with TradingView, this is also awesome because you're limited to the number of indicators you can have on your screen at one time in TradingView. With this, you got so many indicators in one, you don't even really need anything else. I mean, you can bring up your EMAs and stuff, of course, but it's got a trend bar, a volume breakout bar to show you kind of when there's explosions in volume, an RSI, a stochastic RSI, Bollinger Band line, wave trend oscillator, a ghost wave trend oscillator, custom VWAP, ATR bar, money flow wave, and bar. So there's a lot in there. And we will also be making videos about how to use this. You can go to our website, check out this little intro video here. And it doesn't have anything about the ghost wave since that's newer, but it's got everything else in there. And check it out. Join the morning club. There will be an increasing amount of awesome stuff over there. So we're just getting going. And of course, so let's see. What are the markets doing this morning? Things are up over here. In the past 24 hours, we've got a bit of a bounce back. Of course, we'll be chatting more about what we think may be next for the market. But I thought this was very interesting because I saw yesterday a news article of some traditional investor or hedge fund guy saying, gold is a better buy than crypto right now during times of uncertainty. And then I saw Pomp, what's his Twitter handle, Pompliano or something. He's talking about how gold was down yesterday and Bitcoin was up. And I thought that was kind of interesting. And so I went and looked at the chart, and I was like, what the heck? It's like gold and Bitcoin are doing the exact opposite things.
Well,
right
what's
now.
happening?
So tell us,
So
Matt.
it's okay. Well, the S&P 500, right? If it goes down, Bitcoin goes down. If it goes up, Bitcoin goes up. The same gold does the opposite of the S&P 500. So S&P 500 had a great day yesterday. So gold's gonna lose out, and that's because traders flock to gold for in uncertain times, right? They'll go and buy gold just because it's less risky at the moment than stocks, right? So it's like,
and then Bitcoin. It was. I mean,
right.
if you had bought into gold during that dip, at least longed into gold, you could have maybe, you could have, it would have been a better investment during that little downturn than crypto or the S&P. But then as soon as things, as soon as the FUD starts to clear, it's just a complete reversal back out of gold, back into the other markets. So yeah, I think that's essentially in a nutshell what Matteo is saying.
Yeah.
But the news does not stop. The news does not stop for anyone. We all obviously have been getting bombarded with video and reports about what's going on in Ukraine. And it is pretty wild to see a full-scale kind of invasion in real time on social media. But it's also interesting that crypto is, of course, part of the conversation in numerous different ways in this conflict. And one of them is the donations that are coming in to help people in Ukraine right now. And it's the crypto space has been very, very generous. These are donations to the Ukrainian military. But what I also saw is that I saw this conversation going on Twitter where people were talking about like there should be a DAO that helps, that's almost like the Red Cross, but like a DAO, and it helps like places that are going through turmoil and helps relocate people that need to be relocated and helps refugees. And then I saw this morning that the Pussy Riot founder and some other people are launching a Ukraine DAO to raise money for Ukraine too, using NFTs.
wow.
So people are on it. I will say people are on it, and the crypto community again is super generous. There's a lot of generous people in this community because a lot of people have done quite well in the various spaces, and so yeah, they want to help other people that are in need. And so I think it's very interesting to see how crypto can be used to and is increasingly a part of almost every one of these. Look at what was going on in Canada. Crypto was a big part of became a part of the conversation there as well. So we're seeing with all these kind of world events where crypto is more and more becoming part of the conversation. I know there's also talk about is Russia going to be banned from using the SWIFT, which is the SWIFT transaction system, which is essentially the transaction system that every financial institution in the world uses to move money all around the world to do banking transactions. And so if Russia was banned from using SWIFT, some people have theorized that, oh, maybe they would switch to using crypto if that was the case. Now, you can find articles that say that are theorizing that yes and no, this would happen. So there is debate about whether this would actually happen. But it's just interesting to me that this is even part of the conversation. And I don't know all the nuance of this whole conversation, but it is interesting that crypto is this kind of rogue element, or this kind of it's like it's throwing a wrench in everything these days. So the financial wise, the whole financial market really and system.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, I mean, I don't see why. Like, I've actually heard a couple people, saying, "Yo, is Russia going to possibly, the oligarchs and stuff like that?" People were joking yesterday. Are they the ones that kind of bought in on this?
I mean,
like, because it's
knows?
like if
I mean, not
if you
out of
have
the
all
realm.
these sanctions coming down on you, crypto could totally.
A lot of money flooded into the market yesterday.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Sus. It is low. So it is
And
low.
well, and then that leads to then the discussion of, oh, well, then will some countries start to, crack down on crypto if Russia were to take it up? But that, I don't know. There's too many ifs and what ifs and factors to go into all that. And I think any country that outright bans or really, really cracks down on crypto and makes it difficult for people to use crypto are going to be losing out in the long run. And I think in the long run, cryptocurrency and blockchain technology is going to be such a big part of the financial space that you're really shooting yourself in the leg. And I think, we see other countries like El Salvador adopting it. I see Brazil is also set to do a full-scale adoption of Bitcoin, which what is the population of Brazil? I mean, it's a huge country. It's very populated.
It's a big one. Yeah.
And so, I mean, this is a lot more people that will be adopting it and using it. So, Brazil Senate committee approves Bitcoin bill.
Lots of bullish news for sure for crypto, I'd say.
Yeah, all of a sudden, it's just kind of like the tables have turned. Things have become bullish. The news, the media gods have said we are now bullish.
We are.
And here's exactly what you're saying. Celsius CEO says Russia's invasion of Ukraine has resulted in a critical Bitcoin support at 30K. I mean, he might be kind of talking out of his bottom, but as most of the time they kind of are. But it is weird how we have kind of maybe formed some support. I don't know. We'll talk about it.
It depends on what happens with the market, like with the American markets is what's going to happen. Because everyone could say whatever they want, but if the markets, if you don't think the stocks market's not done crashing, then you got to project that Bitcoin's going to keep going down. So, it's because right now, does
that mean you've been riding? Were you out riding your bear this morning?
What?
Were you out riding your bear this morning?
No, I don't have. I'm not in a position or anything yet. So
okay.
I am looking for a short here soon, but we'll see.
Well, let's go. Let's move over to the charts. Let's hop into it. Let's hop into it. Let's chart it up.
Okay.
Turn on your heat. Turn up the heat and let's get the charts going.
Woo! All right, let's drink some coffee. All right. So yesterday, right? This is where the oligarchs bought. Right here. This is where they bought. So when this is that's my mic.
Too much coffee. Too much coffee. Dude, he's freezing, so he's just kind of.
No, dude, it is like I'm just like I have to like move real fast, like try to stay warm. Okay. Settle down, everyone. Jeez Louise, calm down.
Too much fun on this show.
So, yesterday, this was a surprise. Yesterday, right? We have all this terrible news going on. The day before, right? This crash. The market, in general, the day before was just really bad. And so yesterday I was expecting a little bounce, right? I was expecting, this right here, but not this. This was unexpected for me. I was really surprised. Now, when it formed this giant wick here, when usually when the charts form this, it's a giant gap that it usually closes up. So we saw price come up and take the wick pretty much. I mean, the price didn't quite get all the way up there, but pretty close. Close enough that you can say, it could possibly come down now. I don't know what. Let me see what just real quick. Let me get an eye. Okay, so. Right now, markets are trending downward from open, but we'll see how it all plays out because we have some key levels. Like we have right now, like if you just look at the momentum wave, it is still going up on the 1 hour. Plenty of room for it to still come up. How much higher? I'm not sure. So we have the psychological high. Right now, it's hitting the psychological low. We got the psychological high right there. That's kind of like this range right over here. So if what you're looking for, if you're looking for kind of a nice turnaround bullish trend, this is kind of the first resistance area that you got to kind of break here. But you are extended quite a bit from the 50 EMA, you know. So, you know, if it's this far away from the 50 EMA, it could want to come down and challenge it, break through it. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so that's some key levels, right? If it can break like the 40,000, that's what we're really looking to see if we could challenge. Right now, it's trying to get there. But yeah, if it could break the 40,000, then you're like, okay, then it's basically like 45, 44 that you're looking at, where you want to maybe try to take an exit, or maybe even just as low as 42, right? Because if it breaks 40,000, your next level is right. Well, just 41, 500, 42, somewhere in between there is where you would want to maybe looking to take profits. Just because you can it could go up, but don't bet the farm that it's going to go up a higher high, right? It's likely going to get a lower high, but that's just because we're still kind of, we have the 50 MA underneath the 200 still. If it can go up, break that 40, we could start seeing the 50 crossing back up across the 200, which would be bullish, right? And it's heading there. So keep an eye on that. This could be getting bullish here, or just start coming back down, and we have just another leg down, because one thing that was interesting, dude, I can't believe that guy is right so far. There's a guy on Twitter who's like,
that was the guy that you
34.
You were like, I'm gonna hold you to that.
Yeah. I was like, he said it. He's like, hey, 34,300 something. That's gonna be the bottom. So far,
Yeah,
it
is. We're eating
but we'll see.
Turds right now, but it's okay.
Yeah, well,
we're doing it honorably.
What we expected here is to have a lower low, like, right? Because you had this low, it came up, and you didn't get higher highs, and so when that happens and it starts coming down, you expect lower lows. That's just what usually happens. So at least lower lows before it starts trending up. So we were there's a lot of people calling, for the 32,000, the 30, the 28. That's what I was kind of thinking, right? That's what, down here.
Yep.
Get a lower low. But it didn't happen. Doesn't mean it still can't happen. True. Right? It's not like we're like busting out of into bullish territory quite yet. So just be cautious. I'm still more on the bear side. I think that there's a better chance that this comes down before it starts to turn around, because I mean, we have so that's kind of what I'm thinking over the weekend. See, the weekends we can just kind of range in this area or wherever area. See, like today we'll set where the range is, right? I don't know. Maybe we'll move up and the range is up here over the weekend. Maybe it's down here. But usually, right, over the weekend, you just kind of expect ranges. So I'm expecting them to set up where the range is going to be today. And then that's where it'll hang out.
So we're probably just going to maybe hover around 40K or a little below it.
It could just range. Like if you see like this giant range over here, right? This was just back in January. Could just kind of hang out in this area, could just be, could just hang out. I don't know. But let's see what I did have. I'm anxious to see where the point of control is way down here on this little leg of a range here. So basically, I'd expect if we are in a range, this is where an interesting spot where I'd imagine it could bounce off of right here. So yeah, I mean, let's see if this gives us anything different. Probably not. Oh yeah, other side. So yeah, I mean, you kind of have you're playing with these two ranges right here, maybe. So maybe like this is where I'm seeing some major. I mean, yeah, look at all these orders right here. Very busy.
Busy, yes.
So yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's the weather for Bitcoin. Should we check out anything else? Let's
Maybe
check
just
out
at least Ethereum or
some
whatever you
Ethereum.
have in
Oh,
mind.
hey, yeah, real quick. I just want to show
Oh
off.
yeah, let's
High
check
Block
out
here.
High Block. Yeah.
So if you check this out, I pulled this up this morning. Not a lot
Jeez.
of short liquidations up here, guys. I mean, they are, but it's nothing compared to down here, right? You have some giant ones down here, giant liquidations. So
Not
again,
so much activity as there was yesterday or the past couple of days. There was so much activity on those graphs. It was insane.
it could be the different
looking at the
tier I'm
tiers, the
using too.
granularity. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But still, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna. I mean, here
there's a
still
little more
look how
granularity, but
little there is
still,
up
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So I mean, it could spike up, right, and challenge. If it challenged 40K, boom, it would take these liquidations, and dude, it would get so many more longs. If it just barely broke that 40K, so many people go in there.
So many
And
people.
then, trap them, and then boom, take it right down, get these liquidations. Because right now there is more long liquidations than there are short. We're looking at 2.9 billion liquidations right now. So yeah, we're looking like a lot. Because if you see, like, it's like a wave, right? It's like, oh man, you have these many liquidations, you have a whole bunch of long liquidations. Nope, now you have more short, now you have more long, now you have more short, or sorry, long, short. It's kind of opposite. So it's different. But yeah, you get the idea. Yeah, very
interesting.
Interesting to look at this one. Yeah. So more reasons for it to kind of start coming down. And I'm seeing S&P 500, NASDAQ right now. It's coming down, about to be in a negative zone. So yeah, guys, watch. Keep your eyes on the charts.
Keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah, look at this. Yeah, this is a pretty solid reversal. I mean, if it breaks this support here, especially the daily open, just start blowing it. We got these vector candles. Okay, these are where the Russian oligarchs obviously bought. We know that, but but it's also where the market maker shorts, guys. Right? This is a seller's market. This is when the market makers getting his shorts in, selling all the retail traders their longs, and then they take it down. All right. So, I mean, you could probably have a pretty solid strategy of just trading these, right? You just like pretty much DCAing, and you're just kind of, where's my mark? Yeah, you're just kind of like buying the peaks of them. Like you're like, all right, will you want to short them, right? So basically, you're like, okay, I'll put in a short, right? Or you try to short the top, I'd say, right? You're trying to short. Trying to get the tops of these and short them, and because the price is likely going to come down and replace them. Here you would have been, oh yeah, I'm going to get a long. Well, come on up, and then you're in profit. So these kind of vector candles are great because it really shows you like the moves by the market makers. How I like to look at them, because they're solid moves. A good chance the price is going to return there. It doesn't happen right away. Usually it doesn't happen right away, but sometimes it does. But yeah, usually it doesn't. It takes a little bit. Goes in It goes in waves. And then there's vector candles that don't get taken up, like all these different shadows. These are all vector candles. Like look at all these up here.
Mm-hmm.
These are long orders that are just chilling up here.
Mm-hmm.
So the price, they're going to want to come up here and make a profit at some point. And these vector candles, see, these vector candles are pretty old down here.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking, this is
Really
probably
old.
back in, no, yeah, this is like in the summer. Guaranteed. Let's get a long
Jeez.
time. But yeah, that's in the summer, that giant drop. Yeah, these right here.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Those ones.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
Mm-hmm.
seeing like some vector candles, I imagine we'll never see again. These guys,
Yeah.
maybe.
We pray.
I mean, that's 20K.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, not totally. I mean, not
Yeah.
totally impossible. We should
Not
say nothing's
totally.
impossible in the crypto market.
Nothing is impossible.
0
And so,
possible. 100
Still here on the
possible.
daily. Daily, guys, this is important here, right? We are almost getting a green dot on the daily. It hasn't
Yeah, we
printed
do have
yet.
one forming. Yeah, I know. That one started forming right after the daily,
giant
the last daily printed. Yeah, I saw that yesterday, and as soon as the daily candle printed, it printed a green.
So, and you know what? Look at this. This is a daily vector.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, I could totally see this. Yeah. Waking up. Look, wick, double tap.
And then
could just come right back down, man. Look at this wick. It wants to take. This is a whole bunch of action it's missing right now. So I can totally see this coming down.
Yeah. So the question is that green dot a fake out on the wave?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it hasn't printed. So
yeah, that too.
I don't. If it hasn't printed, I really don't
9 hours. Yeah,
don't
exactly.
count it until it prints.
Of course.
To me, it doesn't even exist.
Yeah, because it can repaint.
So it's
go flashy, bye bye.
I was just like, what do I call that again? I forget what I call it. But
it's the repainting. Yes, because Pine script suck. Okay. Anyway,
so let's see. So we will see what happens here. We can go up. I see us going up more, right? We could totally go up a bit more. Lots of reasons for us to go down. That's what I'm seeing.
Okay.
But
might go up, might go down. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
On the GM show.
All right.
Good morning. We are the first. We're the first show in by time, and we are the first to let you know that it might go up, it might go down. Do not take any of our advice. We are but two idiots.
This is all true. Yes.
Okay. Right. Well, it's been another great morning. Thank you for watching. Good morning, and everyone. Have an amazing weekend, and we will see you back here on Monday at 9:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Is that right? No, Eastern Time, not Pacific Standard Time.
Yeah,
whoa, Eastern Time. 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time every weekday, and we got a bunch of awesome tutorials and stuff on our channel. So please like and subscribe us. But other than that, thank you guys, and see you next time. Bye bye.